Let's talk about some reasons why eBay will not remove counterfeit coins being sold on their platform. My name is Daniel and you are watching Coin Help You. This is my channel. Underneath every video, there's a link that's Coin Help You. You click that, come over here, type in counterfeit. I have 90 counterfeit videos that have comparisons of coins, how to identify counterfeits. I show you counterfeits that are bullion type coins, '09 SVDBs, 1943 copper cents. Some of them are graded, ungraded. Some of these counterfeits are gold. Some of them are copper. Some of them are silver. I have just a huge amount of videos on all of this. So if you require that kind of information, please click the link in the description of this video or click that Coin Help You link under a video and go right to my channel and search, and you'll see all these videos you can take a look at and learn as much as you can. But for this video, we're going to talk about eBay. We're going to talk about why and some of the reasons why they may not be removing these. So this listing came up. I just did a generic search at eBay. I did US coins. I scrolled down until I found a coin that was a counterfeit. Now, the US Mint did not create a peace dollar that looks exactly like this. So you could argue that it's not really a counterfeit. It's more like a copy. Well, the problem with that is that our laws in the United States require copy to be on the coin. That's our Hobbies Protection Act. That's not on this coin. There's no place on this coin that has copy, so it's immediately a violation of U.S. law. eBay should care about that. This coin should be removed. The seller, any coin this seller has up that's like this should be removed until they put copy on them. They even have calipers measuring this. Now, this is not the same coin. This is a different coin than this one. This one looks more real, even though it's not. Bottom line is it's $12.99, and they actually have Peace Dollar Coin, Liberty, American Liberty Coin, United States of America. So they're already basically using keywords or excessive keywords in their title, but it's still within reason probably, so that you're probably not going to get them for that. It says here they've sold 39 of these. So how many people have bought these at $12.99 thinking they're getting the real deal? I find it hard to believe that people are buying a 1922 fake off of this person, this seller, this company, because they want one, or because they want to put a hole filler in their album, or they want an album of maybe fakes. Maybe they are, I don't know, but I find it hard to believe everybody's doing that. So when you look at the listing itself, and there's plenty of other stuff that we could point out here, but we're going to focus on this. It has brand is unknown, circulated does not apply, 92.5 pure, it's silver in color, and the material is iron alloy, and it weighs 1.44 ounces. Metal type silver copper. Very confusing. That violates listing practices in my opinion. Even if they have all this information. Then on down here it has more information. It's saying the exterior finish is silver, so it has a certain amount of silver. Purity percentage is 92.5. So you probably can't do the listing practice in that sense. Use that. So we're looking at a coin that doesn't have copy on it. So we know that it's considered a counterfeit, or at least it violates the Hobbies Protection Act. So what do? Well, you report it by using this right here. And when you're looking at it, you know it's not copyright or trademark. It's not. It could be a listing practice, but it's more than likely probably a prohibited and restricted items. This is what I want a lot of people to realize. First off, if you choose the wrong thing here, your odds of getting this or having this listing removed are very slim. I think a lot of this is automated, and that's another reason that it may not be removed. It could be AI doing this, and it's going to make mistakes. Another thing is maybe eBay doesn't care. Maybe they figure, hey, it's just a platform, and we've spent all this time trying to combat and fight this, and we're done. We're going to leave it up to AI, mistakes or not, and no human being is allowed to touch the decisions. I can tell you, even years ago, they had a computer automated system that decided cases. And if someone complained, it doesn't matter how it happened, they would rule in the buyer's favor, and it's automatic. They can't go in and mess with it. So you can't appeal to their sensibilities. They'll say they understand, and it's a tragedy, and they'll go on and on and on because I went through this. It's one of the last few times I sold on eBay. But that's what they do. They can't go in and change it or modify it or anything because it's departmentalized from actual employees. So that's another reason. And that's something that's going on all across the board on the internet. So let's look at listing practices first, just in case, just so you can take a look at what they're showing here. So avoiding fees, nope. Banned or inappropriate payment methods, nope. Compilation of informational items, nope. Duplicate listings, feedback, solicitation, fraudulent listing activities, inappropriate item description, nope, not really. Inappropriate seller terms, links, logos, videos, no items, listings, inappropriate comments, nope. Other offer to buy, sell, no. Other listing practices, you might, but if you go to that one, it's not going to get put down. They're not going to take this down if you choose this one. And search and browse manipulation, stolen property. We know it's not any of that, so we can't use listing practices. They don't give you an option that is specific enough for that. So we'll look at prohibited and restricted items. It says adult material, animals, plants, artifacts, drugs, alcohol, electronics, surveillance equipment, firearms, government, hazardous materials, illegal items, and encouraging illegal activity, manufacturers, coupons, no, offensive or violent material, other prohibited or restricted items, stamps, currency, and coins. I mean, there's really not anything that you could choose except this one, but you got to choose this one because you got a detailed reason. When you do this one, you've got certified coins, other currency, replica coins, uncertified coins, and virtual currency. So we've got replica coins. Now, when you do this one, you want to hit continue, and it's going to give you a brief description. What I would do, and what I'm going to do, the coin doesn't have copy, or I'll put the coin is counterfeit, make sure I spell that right, and doesn't have copy, violation of the U.S. Hobbies Protection of 1973. So it didn't let me put 1973. So I'm going to put this coin is fake, so it gives me a little more room. And hopefully it doesn't affect things. In 1973. Now I'm hoping a person looks at this, looks up the Hobbies Protections Act. But I don't know. This might be an AI thing, so we'll see. Maybe it'll pick up on the Hobbies Protection Act. Be specific. Okay, because if it's a fake coin, a counterfeit coin, it must have copy on it. That is the law. So you might not be able to prove they're fraudulent. You might not be able to prove that, they're selling it on purpose as a fake. But I'll also tell you another reason why this can happen. We have no access to courts in China. They do have access to courts here, but we have no recourse. We can't sue. We can't do anything. No jurisdiction in China for them to sell fraudulent items in our country. You have to catch them when they come to the border and try to eliminate them. But man, there's containers, billions of dollars in containers coming in this country every year from other countries. It's very difficult to police all that. So we do have some more stuff that they're selling. I can report all these, and I will. And we'll see if they take them down. I'll keep a watch on it. I might even do screenshots of these. So basically, if you get a chance, that's the process you want to go through. Make sure you're pointing out the law that they're violating. That way they can be took down. And maybe it will teach this AI that they're using, if that's what they're using. I'm pretty sure it's what they're using, though. I mean, I find it hard to believe with all the reports they're getting and that they're not using some type of software to help detect it. And AI is so big right now, I would say. So anyway, another thing, now this one here does have Morgan Dollar in the listing, which is a listing violation because that's not what this is. So I don't know if you could get them on that, but I wouldn't even go that route. They don't have copy on them, so they're violating the law right now. And they're being sold in the U.S. So therefore, they should be took down, regardless of if they're anything else, counterfeits or fakes. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment. And share with me your results. Share with me things that happened. Then you reported an item. What did eBay tell you? Please share that with me. I would love to have that information over on my help community. So thanks for watching and have a great day.